Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Meelio Cafetiere. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So this is the 350ml version of the Meelio Cafetiere. They also have a 1.5 litre version or 1500 milliliters. So let's go ahead and open up the box. But of course, pulling out the tab that's holding the box flap down. And just taking a quick glance into the box. Now let's proceed by lifting out the contents and laying them on the tabletop. Now, being very careful, I'm just going to slide it out instead because they're quite tightly packed together. And just showing you the inside, always making sure that there's nothing else left behind in the box. We're going to set the box to the right hand side of the frame. Right there. And now let's go ahead and spread the contents across the tabletop so you can see what we've just removed from the box packaging of the Meelio Cafetiere. Okay, so let's start off by first taking a look at this user manual or user guide. So it is a simple sheet of instructions on how to use the cafetiere or French coffee press. Now I'm just going to bring in the instructions slightly closer so you can see the details for your reference, and then there are some cautionary points there and warnings as well. Okay, so that's the Meelio Cafetiere's user manual covered. We can now move on to the next item. So next small item here appears to be a filter, a mesh filter. So this is a stainless steel cafetiere as opposed to those glass beaker type with combination metal. And then moving on to the next item, there is a measuring spoon, and it does have an alligator clip to it. Very interesting. We'll unwrap these items in just a moment, so just going to give you a quick rundown of the items. And of course the main item here is the Meelio Cafetiere itself. This is the 350ml version, or 12 ounces approximately. As I mentioned at the start of the video, they also make a 1.5 litre or 1500ml version as well. So this is the smaller version. Now go ahead and remove the plastic packaging. And it's nice to see that it is recyclable. So nice clear view of the French coffee press or cafetiere. It does have a nice weight to it. We'll take a close-up look in just a second. So I'll continue to unpack the rest of the items. So going backwards from the first item, which is the mesh filter. Let's remove it from its clear plastic wrapper. It's also good to see this is also recyclable. Let's set it to the side, and it comes with a pair of filters instead of just one, so there's always another as a spare. Just going to show you them in opposite orientations so you can see what's what. So very finely meshed, this coffee filter for your ground coffee. I'm going to give you a much closer look now with just that individual single piece there. Okay, so very, very thin, yet very strong, being that it is made out of stainless steel. So obviously kitchen grade or food grade stainless steel. It's the 18/8 stainless steel. Okay, so that's one down, and of course we have the other one as well. Same thing. Let's set them both down, and of course moving on to the next item, which is the measuring spoon with an alligator clip to it. So very interesting. Let's remove the recyclable clear packaging from it. And we're going to take a close-up look now So as you can see, a very nicely finished in a high polish and reflective mirror finish, or at least mirror-like. It does have a kind of satin finish on the handle side of the measuring spoon, and it does have that alligator clip as well. Not quite sure what the alligator clip part is for. Perhaps maybe keeping your bag of coffee tightly sealed. But there we have it. So this is the measuring spoon. Just to give you some idea of the size as well, actually. I'll give you a close-up this way as well, just to show you the depth of the measuring spoon. Okay, so, and with a zoomed out or far out view there, with the measuring spoon in my hand to give you some sense of size and scale or perspective. Okay, so that's that. And moving on to the main item itself, which is the Meelio Cafetiere or French coffee press. You can see it does have a very nice high polish finish to it. And I'm just going to move the accessories or items across so that they don't get in the way of the cafetiere. So I can set it this way so we have a nice unobstructed view of the cafetiere. Okay, so there we go. Setting the cafetiere in the middle of the frame so you have a nice clear view right now before I start handling it and my hands get in the way. So there we go, giving you a good all-round look to this 350ml French coffee press by Meelio. So weight-wise, very nice weight, medium to heavy weight to it. And let's take a close-up look so you can see the details of the cafetiere. I'm actually going to give you a slightly far out view first. And of course, holding it or gripping the handle, very comfortable and practical grip. And of course, taking a close-up look now, right round, starting from the top, as you can see, nice high polish finish, which is nearly mirror-like or close enough. And then looking down from the top all the way down to the bottom of the cafetiere and the handle as well. So you can see very, very finely welded. Amazingly well done on the welding of the handle onto the body of the cafetiere or French coffee press. And you can hear just how solid that handle sounds. So a nice grip on the handle. Very simple fuss-free design. And just going to give you a view this way as well. So you have an all-round look right round of this Meelio Cafetiere. Right there once again, in full view. And of course the spout as well. You can see the gauge or thickness of the stainless steel. You're not going to be able to bend this very easily by accident. So very, very thick and nice rounded finish. with no sharp edges to it. And now taking a look on the inside as well. Right there, you can see very, very tight tolerances. Just pulling the plunger out from the main body of the cafetiere. So there is a mesh already fitted, or filter mesh already fitted onto the filter or plunger of the cafetiere. So we do have those two extra spares, as you can see, resting on the tabletop. And now giving you a close-up look. Let's set the cafetiere in the middle. And now giving you that close-up look to the fit and finish of the details of the plunger to this 350ml cafetiere. It's right there on the underside, and you can see that this part is tapered off to allow the coffee to flow out. And then showing you the plunger side where the filter is. So obviously this is, you can disassemble the plunger or cap and remove all of the elements, or disassemble them so that you can clean them, as well as replace the filter mesh should you need to do that after prolonged or frequent use. It's right there, nice finish and design to the plunger. Now let's take a look inside the cafetiere. So you can see it does have a brush finish, circular brush finish around the diameter or circumference, beg your pardon, of the cafetiere body. And once again showing you that this body is actually double walled, so double wall finish to, or designed to keep your coffee or hot beverage hot for much longer than, of course, a single wall unit or design. Okay, and taking a look at the underside, so nice satin finish on the underside of this cafetiere. So lots of finished or contrasting elements with the polish finish, brush finish in the center, and then the satin finish at the bottom and on some other parts as well, such as the top of the handle. But on the underside it is polished. So very interesting mix of finishes when it comes to the polish, brushing and satin finish to this French coffee press by Meelio. Okay, so very simply we can pop the plunger back into the coffee press, and just like that it all fits together so nicely and securely as well. And just to pull it all the way to the top, just to give you some idea of how far that plunger extends. And then pushing it down so it travels all the way to the very top, as you can see. And then pushing it all the way down does travel quite a fair bit down, so allowing you to fill up with as much coffee or hot water as possible for your coffee beans or coffee grinds. So that's the Meelio Cafetiere. Thanks for watching and happy brewing!